Hello lovelies, welcome back to another vlog. If you are new here, hello, my name is Emily. I create and sell art and merchandise based on books, video games, animation, all kinds of things like that, whatever I fancy basically. If you are interested in seeing any of my products, then my Etsy shop is in the description box below, so you can go and check that out. It is now Wednesday, the 1st of October, so spooky season is officially upon us. So I am drinking out of my Frida Kahlo mug, which I got a few years ago from TK Maxx. Don't know if it's still available, sorry about that. So what that brings us on to is today is the start of Drawtober. Now I haven't done Drawtober before. I very unsuccessfully have tried Inktober in the past, but Drawtober seems a little bit more manageable. So if you don't know, it is a drawing challenge that takes place in October, and it basically, I think it has 6 prompts. So it's every few days you do a drawing instead of a drawing every single day. But because it's one every few days, I feel like I could, try a little harder and make some more better formed pieces. So I really want to work on that today. And the first prompt is candlelit messenger, I believe. So I've got a few ideas churning away, but I need to whack open the sketchbook and do some little brainstorming sketches and ideas and things, and I'll probably film that to put together another video possibly. So obviously it's Wednesday. I didn't film anything on Monday because I was recording a voiceover and editing together a new art video, which is up now. Some of you may have already seen it. If not, then I might be able to do some little YouTube magic and put the video up here. We'll see if future Emily can figure that out. If not, then it'll probably just be as a card up here. So that was what I was doing Monday. Tuesday, I actually got called into a school. So I actually had a day of work at the school. So that was fine. And when I came home, I just packaged up some orders and basically chilled out. I've been getting back into crochet. It's just, one of the many hobbies that I can add to the list. I cycle around them quite a lot. Sometimes I'm really hyper-focused into diamond painting. Sometimes I'm really into crochet. Sometimes I'm really into painting miniatures. And crochet has come back around. So I found a pattern because I wanted to do something that was on theme for October. And I found a pattern where you can make these little granny squares with skulls in them. I'll insert a clip of what I've made so far so that you can see what I'm talking about. But my plan is to make a whole bunch of these and then sew them together into a blanket. So we're getting better with every square because I am kind of still a bit of a novice when it comes to crochet. I haven't done anything too adventurous. I would love to get into doing all the amigurumi thingies and the little cuddly toys and making that look really nice. But yeah, I'm still fairly new at it, and I think I'm doing okay. So that's just to update you on what I've been doing in general, where I've been the past 2 days. Without further ado though, I am probably just going to get on with sketching out my ideas for Drawtober and probably filming that process as well. Catch up with you again later on.
Industrial waste and the unfiltered taste of it all. It's to die for, this salty thing that we have to call home is now gone. Life in the air, everything's different. We're all better citizens. The palm trees and the island shores are here no more. Everything's different. We're all better citizens. The palm trees and the island shores are here no more. his eyes are purple and green from the light. From the light, silver skin, sentinel smiling. I look up at the moon, anxious and silence. Won't you come? All I know is they pushed away, and I hear sounds of steel and war. Futuristics clashing with the dirty I said, so much death and sentinel smiling. I look up at the moon, anxious in silence. Won't you come? All I know is they pushed away, and I hear sounds of steel and war. Futuristics clashing with the dirty horde. Oh mama, I hear the cries. Looks like our Slayer's gonna be busy tonight. I hear him take down robots. Upgrade. Silk blades. Cutting down shadows in the shade. You can see the laser bounce off his teeth, and his eyes are purple and green from the lights. Silver skin, sentinel smiling. I look up at the moon, anxious in silence.
Good morning. So it is now Saturday, and yes, once again we are behind schedule. I haven't filmed as much this week because I have actually had a couple of days working in schools, so I managed to get some work on that end eventually, but it did mean that I had less time to focus on like the arty stuff, and I need to get back into the habit of like juggling the two jobs, I suppose, because obviously before the summer I was working most of the week and then still managing to film enough content to make a full vlog and put it out on the Sunday. And I think I've just gotten a little too lax over the summer because I've had so much time to focus on art, and I forgot what it's like when you're back at work. So yesterday was not very productive at all. I was kicking myself because yesterday was supposed to be my like main art day, and I thought I'll wake up early and I'll do a little bit of my crochet blanket that I want to work on, and then I will do some actual artwork. But what I did instead was just sit and crochet all day. So that was really bad on my part. That was really bad. But anyway, you'll have seen earlier I did some little sketches for Drawtober. So my idea is that because it's candlelit messenger, right? So I thought I would create a little postman sort of character, and they're based on a moth because of how moths are like drawn to light, and you know, that kind of idea floated around when I was drawing lanterns and things. So I thought I'd make a little moth character, but I haven't figured out the composition of the actual illustration yet, because I have this idea where he's like gripping onto a lantern, but then if I do that particular composition, then you don't see a lot of the design, the character design that I've worked on. So I don't know whether to do it where like they're stood so you can actually see everything, and maybe they're like under a candle light or something, which would be easier to draw. But like, is that a bit of a cop-out? Is that not creative enough? Am I putting too much thought into this? It's like, it's the first week. I should maybe just try and get something out there, because there's really only today and tomorrow on this prompt left. I don't want to be falling behind. I actually already think I might be behind though, because on October 1st, people were already posting like full-blown illustrations. And I was thinking, surely that's taken you longer than a day. So I don't know whether people actually start these in September. I don't know. I thought the whole point was that it's a little challenge to do it like in October. So I don't know about that. But yeah, I need to work on that to get like a composition together. I'm probably going to do it on my iPad because then it's easier to show the Procreate process. Because when I film on OBS, I spend a lot of time drawing. So I usually have to speed it up quite a bit so that you're not watching it for a whole hour. But OBS, like, I don't think it has the right frame rate for speeding it up too much, because the frame rate really drops when you try to make it go too fast, and it just like sort of skips around. So it just doesn't look so good. So I'll probably do it on my iPad because I want to do a video about this. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm going to do like a video talking about it. Oh. So what else? There is also 6 orders to package up. So like, thank you so much to those people who have ordered. I need to get a move on and get them packaged up so I can send them out to you. So that's what I will do first this morning. And then I suppose we need to make a little bit of work on the illustration. Also, I never actually showed you, these are the skulls I'm working on to make the blanket. So, you know, I've got to make quite a few to make a full blanket. I'm probably going to do so many, like make it so big, and then I'll do like a thing around the edge to widen it a little bit more. Because I've done 9 so far, and I probably need to do a lot more than that. And I am not a fast crocheter, I have to say, guys. I am fairly slow. But yeah, I've got some where it's like this and then some where it's inverted. So it's gonna like, yeah. But I think it's really cute. I got the pattern off Etsy. If you're interested, I should find out the seller name, shouldn't I? Let you know. Just one moment. So it was by Mama and Stitches on Etsy. And yeah, it's really cute. The only thing is, I'm pretty sure they're using an AI image for the actual thing. Like, because it looks too perfect. You know what I mean? Like, you could literally just use one of these. So this is what it's gonna look like. But yeah, it's a pretty easy to follow pattern. I mean, obviously, if I'm able to follow it, then it's going to be pretty easy because I am not exactly a master crocheter. So yeah. Today's mug is peekaboo with a little ghost on top. This one was from Home Bargains, but it was either last Halloween or the year before that I got it, so it might not be like in the current collection. I haven't been to Home Bargains this year. But yeah, it's like really cute peekaboo. So I'm gonna go and package those orders like I said I would, and then I will catch up with you guys a little later on. everyone, so I'm back to drawing. Now, I'm not like super impressed with myself for like the composition I've come up with. He's literally just standing there with the lantern behind him. I do like the lantern that I drew. That's very pretty. But yeah, I was struggling to get it to look the way I wanted, so I just went with something fairly simple. I'm doing kind of like a very rough line art because I want this to have a kind of painterly feel to it, so I'm not making the lines super clean because I'm probably going to colour them and then like paint over them a little bit. At least that's what I think. It's a method that I've not really done much before, so we're just seeing how it goes. I'm trying to just fix these stars to make them a cuter shape. I may just copy those ones because I don't like how they've turned out. They're like not the right size. Yeah, anyway, so this is my first time ever doing Drawtober, or like a monthly challenge. Well, I say that's a bit of a lie, actually. I'm lying to you. There was one year, I think it was while I was at uni, that I did a few days of Inktober, but they weren't very impressive. It was when I'd just kind of gotten my markers, so I was using them as the, you know, the ink part of Inktober, and it was a particular prompt list. I remember it was all different witches, which it would be cool if I could find that prompt list and attempt it now with my new skills. But I remember not being very happy with anything I created, and giving up quite quickly, like within the first week. So that's the only other time I have tried a monthly challenge, but I want to do that more often because every year I tell myself, oh, I'm going to do that, and then I don't. I chicken out because I worry that if I commit to it and like post a couple of days, then I've like consigned myself to having to do it for the whole month, which is the point, but I worry that I won't be able to keep up with that for the whole month, so it scares me a little bit, because it would be nice if I could just do my art all the time, but like everybody else, I have other responsibilities. And like some other artists, but not all, I have a day job that is actually what brings the money in. The art is like a little bonus that I would like to one day be the main focus, but right now I do sort of need to go to work and things and not spend all my time doing art. So yeah, so Drawtober, it's they're always like Halloween themed prompt lists. I mean, I suppose you can interpret them any way you want, but the idea is that you do something kind of spooky, or like, you know, I mean, this guy's not really spooky, but he's kind of like a cryptid, I guess. You know, a bit like a Mothman. I'm also thinking like of coming with a name for him. I mean, I keep saying him. Originally, I wanted it to be sort of like androgynous, you know, like ambiguous as to what it was. Because when you look at a moth, you don't really know if it's a boy or a girl, unless you're a moth expert or something. Maybe I should know that. I'm like a fake fan. But yeah, I wanted them to be sort of like androgynous, a bit in between. But now that I'm looking at them, I don't know, I kind of feel like they're striking me as a Martin. Like, I think that's his name, Martin. And I don't really know of a gender neutral way to have that name, so I guess they're a dude, unless they're a girl named Martin. I don't know. They'll be a there. Their name is Martin, I've decided. It just suits them. I don't know why. Yeah, so like I said, I don't want this line art to be like super neat because I'm gonna like be painting over it and shit, so I'm probably gonna like color the lines. Oh, did I already say that? I think I already said that. Going around in circles now. It's what happens when I'm trying to do two things at once. Yeah, but I really want to get this done this weekend so that I can post it, and then I can start thinking about the next prompt. What is the next prompt? Should we have a little look? The next prompt is Toad Astrologer. How cute is that? Toad Astrologer. So I need to like be coming up with ideas for that. I was trying to not be super obvious as well. Like, obviously, Candlelight Messenger can mean a lot of different things, but I wanted to do something that maybe other people hadn't thought of doing. And from what I've seen, because the Drawtober page shares some of the ones, like if something catches their eye, they'll share it, which is another benefit to doing these challenges, is you could possibly get more exposure. So that would always be really nice. But yeah, the ones that I've seen them share, I don't think anybody's really focused on like moths specifically, so I might be onto a winner there. Yeah, I want to do something that you might not have thought of. Because one of my ideas was like a jack-o'-lantern, and I have noticed people doing that idea, so that wasn't as original as I thought it was. Although it's Halloween, you draw a jack-o'-lantern at all, and it's not going to be original, is it? But yeah, so I'm just rambling. I hate it when I ramble. I felt like there was something I actually wanted to talk about. The difficulty with this design was actually making it obvious that they are a messenger of sorts, because the only clue really is their bag. So I've had to make the bag look like it's bursting full of the letters, because otherwise, like, there's nothing to indicate that Martin is a post person, a messenger. So that's why, like, I kind of worried about the bag not looking right. Because I suppose I could have had them holding some messages. I don't know. It got to a point where I worried I was spending too long on the like finicky details, and realized I need to just get going with this. So they are a messenger, and they work at night. They are a nighttime messenger, and they will deliver all of your important letters and things. Are any of you doing Drawtober this year? And were you more organised than me, I wonder? Probably. You probably were. I need to move on to the lantern, but I am thinking of rejigging this composition, actually, because, like, where am I? I think I want to do something where, because I haven't composed it that well, I might do something more where it's like in a frame or something, so it looks a little bit nicer. So if I like grab these, put them there, and then I duplicated my lantern before really doing anything with it, because the trouble with Procreate is if you place something off on the edge, it decides to just chop it off completely. There's probably an easier way to do this, like with a mask. I think you can mask off sections, but I can't remember how to do that in Procreate. So I just end up erasing chunks and hoping I don't erase anything I need. Okay.
He came as quiet as a cat. He didn't ask, just took a seat. He watched the reeds, and that was that. His silence wrapped me soft and sweet. Thanks for the gentle wings, thanks for the beacon bright, the falling apart boat, and thank you for that night. The waves splashed on the water's edge. I sat within an aging skiff. The hush had sunk onto the shoal. The wind sang what I longed to hear. Thanks for the gentle wings, thanks for the beacon bright, the falling apart boat, and thank you for that night. He didn't speak, but chose to stay. His eyes had something left to say. I felt a warmth I couldn't name, and all I knew was I would stay.